Economies past questions. Let's look at the very first question here. Economics is regarded as a science because we have option A to D. Its issues can be easily verified by reference to facts. It adopts scientific method in making its analysis. Yes, this is the reason why economics is regarded as a science. That's B. Question 2. The opportunity cost of a worker going to the university. Well, before we pick the right answer here, let's look at the meaning of opportunity cost. When we talk about opportunity cost is the foregone alternative. Therefore, a worker going to the university as a full-time student would have to forego the wages from work in order to attend the university. So the right answer has to be the wages given up to attend university. Question number 3. Which of the following items is not an example of circulating capital? What is a circulating capital? Circulating capital are factors of production that change forms. Machinery here does not change form, so it is an example. It is not an example of circulating capital. Okay, question 4. In a market economy, the problem of what goods to produce is solved primarily by. Let's look at the meaning of market economy. What is market economy? Market economy is a free economy where the prices of goods dictate the quantity produced and consumed. So, the pattern of consumer spending will guide the producers on what to produce. So, the right answer has to be C. Question 5. Yes. If the weight of 5 puppies in kilograms are 3.5, 3.0, 4.2, 5.0, and 4.3, then the mean weight of the puppies is what? Another word for or synonym for mean is average. To calculate average, we need to sum the numbers involved and divide through by how many they are. Here, if you sum 3.5 plus 3.0 plus 4.2 plus 5.0 plus 4.3 is going to give you 20. Now, how many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Divide 20 by 5. Your answer will be 4 kilograms. Question number 6. If the coefficient of cross elasticity of demand for goods Y and Z is positive, the two goods are definitely substitutes. Why do I say so? If the coefficient of cross elasticity of Y and Z is positive, it means that increase in the price of Y will lead to decrease in the demand for Z. Therefore, both goods are substitutes. Now let's go over to the next question. The difference between demand and want is in the, the difference between demand and want is in their ability to pay. Okay, so ability to pay. The reason is that while demand is backed up with the ability to pay, want is not. So that is why this has to be a right answer. Okay, let's go over to question number 8. For question 8, a demand curve parallel to the y-axis indicates what? Now, a demand curve parallel to the y-axis or vertical axis indicates that the quantity but remained the same while price change. So this is perfectly inelastic here. That's option D, demand. Yes, perfectly inelastic demand. Question 9. Which of the following is an example of derived demand? Derived demand is a demand for goods that are used to produce other goods and not for immediate consumption. So labor is a good example. Question 10. A rightward shift in the supply curve of a commodity is brought about by an increase in, A would be the right answer, the level of technology. Yes, a shift in supply curve can only be a change in supply and not a change in quantity supplied. And a rightward shift indicates an increase in supply, and this can happen if the level of technology increases. That is why I picked my answer as A. Yes, that's correct. Now let's look at question 11. Effective supply is the total amount of a commodity. We have option A, from a single producer, B, offered for a sale at a market price, C, produced for the market, D, in the warehouse of producers. Effective supply is the total amount of a commodity offered for sale at a given market. So I'm going to pick B. Yes, that's correct. Question number 12. Price elasticity of supply can be influenced by the following factors, except one of them. Now, price elasticity of supply is the degree of responsiveness of quantity offered for sale to change in the price of the commodity. It cannot be affected by the nature of the commodity. So it has to be nature of the product. That is a right answer. Now, question 13. Increase in the study of a product can be caused by what? It has to be a fall in the cost of production, which is D. Hope you are taking note of all these past questions you are treating so that you can even repractice them on your own. Question number 14. A rational consumer will purchase a commodity whose price is what? A consumer's satisfaction is maximized when its marginal utility equals to the price of the commodity consumed. So I'm going to pick equal to its marginal utility. That's correct. Question 15. Parallel markets are usually the result of what? Now, parallel markets here are markets which trade foreign currencies, stocks, shares, etc., and which runs at the same time as a country's own market. So it happens as a result of price legislation. So it has to be option C. Question 16. Another term for equilibrium price is, well, equilibrium price can also be called market clearing price. And don't you forget, at equilibrium, a price at which is the point where a price at which quantity demanded equals quantity supplied. So our right answer has to be C. Okay, question number 17. When a firm is enjoying internal economies of scale, its average cost of production decreases as output increases. So average cost of production has to decrease as output. So the right answer is A. Question number 18. The specialization of labor enhances production because people do what? Now, specialization makes people to concentrate on the production of goods that they can produce better. So can concentrate on all goods they can produce better. C has to be the right answer. Okay. Question number 19. Which of the following can be added to a firm's profit to obtain total revenue? Yes. Total cost plus profit will give total revenue. So it has to be total cost. Question 20. The amount of money that a firm receives from the sale of its output is called total revenue. That's option E. Question 21. Which of the following is true of the monopolist? I want you to understand that a monopolist is a single seller of a product that has no close substitute. He can only determine either the price or output. He does not have power on both at the same time. So he determines either price or output. Question 22. Equity shares form the bulk of the capital of A. We have option. Is it well, statutory company, B, limited partnership, C, private company, D, public company. Now, equity shares are owner shares. It is the capital of A. It has to be a private company. It has to be a private company. Okay, to the next question. If a state-owned firm is sold through the stock market, the organization becomes a what? The organization will definitely become a public limited company. Okay, question 24. Okay, question 24. The total number of people of working age who are willing and prepared to work at a given wage rate is the labor force. Yes, labor force. Question 25. A civil engineer who accepts to teach elementary science in a primary school because he cannot get a paid engineering job is an example of it has to be disguised unemployment. Because disguised unemployment is unused labor which does not appear as open unemployment. This is synonymous to underemployment. So, question 26. Which of the following is an implication of a large population? Well, it has to be decrease in standard of living, which is option C. Yes, it has to be that. Let's go over to the next question. Question 27. The system of agriculture, which involves the cultivation of crops and rearing of animals for family consumption only, is termed as what? Subsistence farming. Yes. Subsistence farming is a self-sufficient farming system in which the farmers focus on growing enough food to feed themselves and their entire families. So that has to be the right answer. Question 28. An industry whose product loses considerable weight after processing must be sited close to, it has to be the source of raw material. Okay, it has to be so in order to avoid unnecessary costs of transporting heavy raw materials. Okay, question 29. Which of the following is a threat to the existence of middleman? It has to be consumers cooperative society. I said so because middlemen would not be needed in getting the goods to the final consumers. Okay, so question 30. In an industrial area, the location of industries is particularly influenced by external economics. It has to be external economics. Yes, though we have other options as you can see on the screen. Yes. Question number 31. Which of the following is a transfer income? What is transfer income? Transfer incomes are those incomes that are not worked for. Example, donations, or what we have here, pensions. You can work for and get interest, rent, and dividends, but the right answer has to be pensions. Okay, Let's move over to question number 22. The value-added method used in measuring national income is to avoid multiple counting of output. Avoid multiple counting of output. That's the right answer. Question number 33. Which of the following is most likely to be of benefit to a debtor? Of course, it has to be inflation. The reason why I say so is that during inflation, debtor gains because he's paying back the value less than he collected due to the fall in the value of money during inflation. Yes, that's right. Question 34. The formula y plus c plus i plus g plus bracket x minus m close bracket will be appropriate for measuring national income using the it has to be expenditure approach. I said this because all the items in the formula are expenses. So that is the right answer. All right, question 35. A measure of the value of money in an economy is the general price level. Yes, B. It's the general price level because the higher the price level, the lower the value of money. Likewise, like vice versa. Question 36. One characteristic of money is that, please, the money has to be stable in value. That one is not negotiable. It's one characteristics of money. Question 37. A financial institution that specializes in giving loans using real assets as collateral security is a development bank. Okay. So, question 38. The function that distinguishes commercial banks from the central bank is that the former accepts deposits from the public. That's the only thing that distinguishes commercial bank from central bank. Okay, question 39. Direct taxes include, it includes capital gains tax. And the final question we will be taking for today has to be question 40. Question 40. The control of aggregate demand through changes in government spending and tax rates is referred to as fiscal policy. Okay. Thank you very much. We've just answered 40 past questions in economics. Don't go anywhere as I will be answering some theory questions too in economics and then other subjects as well. All you need to do is just to subscribe to this channel and click the notification icon so that you'll be notified as I drop these videos. For now, I'm going to say bye.